Hi everybody, happy Tuesday, the 19th? 19th? I think it's the 19th. I'm trying to get caught up on buddy reads because I'm behind because of doing the dark romance readathon. The only thing I didn't finish that I wanted to finish for the dark romance readathon was this. I was so close finishing Madman, my reread of it, even though I already read it once. So I'll be talking. This one's going to be read twice in 1 month, but that's okay because I'm annotating it. But I'm on 264. There's like 300 and like 5 pages, 6 pages. I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit more than that. Like 13 maybe. 12, 13. Yep. 313 pages, so I'm almost done with that. But I at least want to get caught up with this one, which is Horror Hotel by Victoria Fulton and Faith McLaren. It's a horror book. Yeah. About these YouTubers. They're called the Ghost Gang. And they go to they go and visit this haunted LA hotel that is notorious for tragedy. And they're secretly filming after dark. And they think it's just going to be like all the other ones. Spooky enough to attract subscribers and ultimately harmless. But they stumble upon something unexpected in the former room of a gruesome serial killer. They quickly realize they're in over their heads. Sometimes it's the dead who need our help, and the living we should fear. So, it says enjoy your stay. And their names are Chrissy, Chase, Emma, and Kiki. And Chrissy can see dead. So, like, this is not a good thing for her to be doing. Because there's a serial killer, like I said. And like I said, she could see ghosts and stuff, so she's going to be seeing all these people. And there's this part already where I don't think it's a spoiler because it happened in the first like 40 pages, but she gets violently sick. That's all I'm gonna say. Which was really gross. But yeah, and she just saw somebody, and yeah, but there was this person that was killed, this girl, and she was killed in the elevator. So yeah, take that what you will. Like I said, I'm going to try to finish this today, which shouldn't be hard. And then I need to get caught up on here. I know I'm not going to get caught up on it today because I'm supposed to be like on chapter... I'm supposed to be through chapter 28 today. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. I'm supposed to read 7 chapters a day. I'm going to at least try to get to chapter 21 or close as possible. Not 21. Yeah, 21. Because that's where we're supposed to stop at is 28 though. But I'm going to try to get to at least chapter 21, which is on 200, and I'm only on 76. So I don't know if I'm going to get that far today. But I'm going to try. Let's see. This one I'm buddy reading with my friend Ashley and some other people. This one I'm buddy reading with my friend Erica. And then me and my friend, who doesn't have a YouTube channel, as far as I know, but she's on Instagram, and that's Sydney. We're reading Court. Like, I'm so close to being done with this, you guys. Like, I'm on 510, and there's to the green 677. So I'm very close. I don't know if I'm going to read this today though. I'm going to concentrate on the other 3, I think. So I'm going to get caught up on here because it shouldn't take me too long. I'm on and I need to get to page 100 and something today. 112, I believe. Yeah. because I'm behind by a day. So that's where we're supposed to be, 112, and I'm on 44. But it's really quick, easy. I mean, so far it's like, it's really easy to read so far. It's creepy, it's gross, but it's cool. What else was I going to say? And this one, I can't remember if I told you. This one isn't a buddy read. I'm just reading it. Because I didn't get to finish it, like I said, for the Dark Romance readathon. So, and I'm literally almost done. So, I'm going to get caught up on here first. And then once I get caught up on that, then I'm going to finish this up and then read as much as I can on this one. Okay. Sorry if this is all messed up. And I'm supposed to be getting the book later. When it gets there, I will show you the book. But yeah. Them are my goals this week. If I finish those books, then we'll figure out what to read after that. Because I got a whole bunch of books I want to read. I'm also got to see when the, I think it might be next weekend, is when Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte and Gabby from Gabby Reads is doing their spring I don't know what they call it, but yeah. Their Springoween, I forgot if that's what it's called, but something like that. I think it is the last weekend, so I'm thinking it's next weekend. So yeah, but yeah, I don't need, I got my hair, it's a mess. Like you can see the stuff still there. I'm gonna take a shower later this evening. When I take a shower later this evening, a lot of that will come off. It's just that I didn't take a shower after Rob dyed it last night. And I decided I was going to wait until I'm ready to, like, take off my makeup in a little while. And then I'll take a shower before the makeup will come off then. But yeah, I'll update you guys when I've read more. But so far, this one is interesting. Okay, bye for now. Alright guys, I'm back. So I got caught up in my my buddy read of Horror Hotel. So I actually read a couple pages extra just for I didn't have to stop in the middle of the chapter. So I'm on chapter 12, page 116. It's pretty good so far. I'd say about 3.5 to a 4. Spoiler alert, so if you don't want to hear this part, then wait until I put it down and then you can come back. Or where the things, or you can skip ahead to where it says, usually I'll put a warning and I'll say spoiler warning, and then another one when it's getting ready to, when it ends and say end of spoiler. So yeah, don't watch until this goes down. But there's this one really gross part where, because the lady was murdered, even though, yeah, murdered, I'm not going to talk about everything, but this lady was murdered in the elevator of this hotel. And I don't know what caused her to do this, but one of the characters, Christy, how do you say it? She's, said she can see ghosts. And they were all in that elevator, and it just made her so sick. So when she got out of the elevator, she was just like, everywhere. Because she got so sick because of being in the elevator and stuff and what she was, I guess, feeling and stuff like that. Yeah, and she just, everywhere. I was like, oh, God. But it's still intriguing, even though that part was like, so if you don't want to hear them talk about her, like, losing everything, then, yeah. But I think it's intriguing. I finished my reread of Madman. Liked it better than even the first time around, which I read this month. My phone. I read this like around the 6th of the month and then now. So yeah, I just love this series so much. Look at all the tabs, you guys. Like, I just love, like, I'm still doing spoilers. So I'll do into spoilers. So if you're going to read this one, again, spoilers. But I just love, like, how they have all 4 of the people all living together. So they have Asa and Zane living with and Avi and Felix living all together. So cute. And I just love how, like, it's not sexual, but I love how they have Zane and Felix, like, helping each other, you know, like, because the guys are so psychopathic. So they have them, like, you know, being able to be really, I mean, really close, but not sexual. It's not sexual. Even though, I mean, you know, Zane is just, like, very, needs a lot of, like, love and stuff, and so kind of does Felix. They have totally different backgrounds, but at the same time, they both have, like, kind of tragic backgrounds. More so on Zane's part, but, you know, I just love them. They're so cute together as friends. Like, they'll hug each other, and they're very protective of each other. Like, if one person does something, the other one, like, gets really defensive for them, whatever that word is. Offended for them, whatever you want to say. I don't know what you would say. But there's something they say here. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. What they say about them too. Oh, okay. I love this quote too. I'm going to tell you this quote first. It says, Noah had emotional support, Vaca. Zane had an emotional support, Felix. Oh, yeah, but they just say that, like, they protect one another, you know, because they're such good friends. Like, they bonded right away, Zane and Felix. Here we go. It says, yeah, I love this part too. They said, Zane said, Asa said something to Zane, and then oh, wait a minute. And then Felix says, I mean, he's not tied to the bench. You let him run you around by the, he was going to say dick. And instead he said, what did he say? It knows. It says, and everybody here knows it. You're lucky he likes what a cocky ass you are. Zane gave Asa a self-satisfied smirk. Yeah, what he said. And then he goes, Asa grabbed Zane's hand, helping him up before wrapping his towel around him and pulling him close. I was just kidding, Lois. You don't have to sick your murdering kitten on me. And then this is where it says, Felix wasn't so much protective as possessive. Any man who thought he could come between him and Avi soon found themselves... Oh, no, wait a minute. I skipped a whole part. Yeah, Felix was protective of Zane to a near pathological level. He once pulled a knife on Adam just for making a crack about Zane's glasses. It said Felix rarely jumped to Avi's defense. Granted, there were more little reasons for him to have to. He could take care of himself. Reason for him not to have to. He could take care of himself, but he could at least pretend. It says, Felix wasn't so much protective as possessive. Any man who thought he could come between him and Avi soon found themselves backlisted from their lives, and those men were lucky. All Felix did was banish them. He was a very benevolent, how do you say that word, king. Violent, violent, how do you say it, king. He would happily be yelling, off with their heads, if it wasn't for prying eyes. It says, still, it was fascinating how quickly Zane and Felix bonded in a way that was similar to Asa and Avi, but also entirely different. Asa and Avi didn't snuggle each other. They didn't curl up and watch movies together or help each other pick out clothes. But Felix and Zane were as close as siblings, but cuddled like they were more. Whatever was above sibling but below lovers. Some strange hybrid of the two that made Zane Felix caretaker and Felix Zane's fairest protector. Well, second fairest. Asa was possessive of Zane as Felix was of Avi, though few exist bold enough to try to steal from the Mulvaneys. But I just love like how all four of them are like handling things, like because Avi was acting like he wasn't gonna like Zane, and then you know stuff like that. So I just love how like his significant other is such good friends and so close together as friends with his twin brother's partner. But yeah, so into spoilers. Okay, now Wretched is what I got today. The third book in the a Never After novel by Emily McIntosh. This one says, once upon a time there was a wicked girl. She lost everything that mattered, causing darkness to unfurl. Impulsive and intelligent, she helped her family name grow strong. But then one day a man without a heart came along, an undercover agent meant to spy and bring back tips. Falling down her hidden path of faded yellow brick, she hated him. He wanted her. She was too good to be true, but a woman can be great and terrible too. It's going to be an enemies to lovers. And this time it's the girl that's the bad girl that's going to get the HEA. And she always puts on here a playlist. So there's a playlist if you're curious, and the Spotify thingy. I mean, you can find it on Spotify. I don't know what you would look for. I guess you would look for Wretched. I don't know. Not sure. I love how there's a quote, though. Like, here is a quote from Wizard of Oz. It says, a heart is not judged by how much you love, a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others. But it always tells you right here, Wretched is a dark, about the book. So it says, Wretched is a dark contemporary romance. It's a fractured fairy tale, not fantasy or a retelling. The main character is a villain. If you're looking for a safe read, you will not find it in these pages. It says, Wretched contains mature and graphic content not suitable for all audience. Dark romance is a sliding scale, and what is considered pitch black for some will be light gray for others. Reader's discretion is advised. It says, I highly prefer for you to go in blind, but if you would like a detailed trigger warning list, you can find it on Emily McIntosh, or how you say her last name, .com. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go make me a sandwich, and then I'm going to watch a couple of videos, and then I'm going to try to read a little bit in Cinder. If I don't update you today, then I will definitely update you tomorrow. Bye for now. Hi, you guys. Sorry about my messy hair. I'm not feeling 100%. My stomach is not a happy camper, so I just made me a cup of nice hot tea to see if it'll settle my stomach a little bit. It's not the flu or anything. It's just, that time of the month, if I have a period this month, because last month I didn't have one. I know TMI, whatever it is for too much information. Yeah. But, hey, I'm a girl. I have periods. So, but anyways, I was buddy reading Cinder with my friend Erica, but I'm just not in the mood for a YA book. So she's gonna see if she can find, if her library is gonna see if they can find or order the different books in the Onley James series. And then we're gonna buddy read them, even though I've read them all, but still, she's never read them before, so we want to do something that we'll both want to buddy read. So she's gonna do that if she can get them. If not, then I'm gonna either buy her the first two books in the Necessary Evil series, or the first book in the Necessary Evil series and the first book in the Elite Protection series, Elite Protection Services, whatever. So, but anyways. But for right now, I am just going, I just picked out Scarred Because I started this, but then I put it down, and then I picked it back up today, and I'm sorry if you hear barking. Anya's outside. But so I'm reading it now. Ignore the bookmark. That ain't where it. Oh man, I'm not that far in. I just threw it anywhere in the book. I'm right here. This is where I'm actually at. Not with the book. Not where the bookmark shows. So, in case you're wondering where I'm at. Yeah. So I'm on page 128. It's very interesting because, you know, it's not. The author even says it's not a retelling of the different books. Like this one is, you know, you would think it would be a Lion King retelling, but it's really not, she said. It's just a fractured fairy tale, whatever you want to say. Anyways, but in here, the girl is supposed to marry the one guy, the prince, the one that's going to be the, you know, the main guy. You know what I mean? The one that's considered the main, the one that inherits everyone, basically. Well, she's supposed to marry him because of reasons, but she has feelings. I mean, but who she really wants, or she starts to develop feelings for Tristan, who is the scarred one. Michael is the prince, and it has a lot of like rebellion. There's like rebellion in here. Kind of gives me like no, actually no, it's right. No, I'm not gonna say that because it doesn't really. But anyways, it's just really good. Like Tristan is not a nice person, like, but also his brother is worse. But there's also parts in here where he's just like melts my heart in certain things that he does and says. I'm like, oh, even though he's a killer and he's the villain, well, in her books, the villains are the ones that get the HEA. But anyways, yeah, so I really like him because you could really tell that even though, like, if somebody gets into his way, he'll kill him. But you also could tell that, like, that he's very sweet, too. Like I said, there's parts in here where he's talking to this certain character. And he's just so sweet with this character. And I'm like, aww. And certain things he says is just what you call. But he's also very, like, even though right now he doesn't really, like, trust her or anything like that. And he doesn't want to have feelings for her. Like, he still doesn't want anybody, like, trying to hurt her or anything. You know, if anybody's going to hurt her, it would be him. He's that type of hero. So, yeah, like, touch her and you die. This would have been good, spoiler alert, but this would have been good for the dark romance redesign. Because one of the things in the dark romance readathon that I just did was removal of a body part or something like that. Loss of a body part, whatever you want to say, where they remove them. And in this part, yeah, something like that happens. That's all I'm going to say. But it's really good. Like, you know, it has like the different things that you hear in the Lion King, like what are those things called? The pride? No, not the pride. The hyenas. Yeah, there's hyenas but hyenas ain't what you think. Aren't the same as what they are in the Lion King, in other words. So yeah. So there's like little chunks of Easter eggs that are from the books. I mean, from the movies, or whatever you want to say. Yeah. So, but I'm really liking it. So, like I said, I'm on 128. There's like 360 something pages. 372, I think it is, actually. So, I don't know if I'll finish this tomorrow or the next day. But I definitely want to pick up Court and try to finish that tomorrow, or at least read some in Court, because I only have like 160 something pages left in Court. So I would like to try to read tomorrow between 50 and 100 pages at least, and then finish it off on Thursday. But this is going to be my main book because I'm really enjoying it. But I think I'm done reading for tonight, and I'm going to watch some YouTube. And I will update you guys when I read something. Bye for now. Hi, everybody. I got some headbands from Fable Band that I ordered. I ordered more than this, but some of them were pre-orders, so they won't be here until whenever she sends them out. Usually it takes a couple months if it's pre-ordered, if you're pre-ordering something from her thing. If they're already made, of course, then, you know, it don't take as long. So these were already, what you call it? I got one of the fake knots and one, they're called, and the other one is a top knot. So, in here. I have not got Fable Bands in a while, and I like to get theirs like towards the summertime. I like to buy some of their things because I like to wear like cute things in my hair, you know, during the in there. Okay. So I got this one. This is the Light Bringer, which is the fake knot. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. My hair, I curled. I mean, I didn't curl it. I washed it earlier. And I put some gel in it so it's like stiff. Let's try this one on. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That's what that looks like. I love it. Of course, you could go down and cover this part and just do that. I like that. And the other one is the top knot, which the ones that tie, of course. Look at this. Isn't this cool? Oh, I don't know how to show it for it's what you call it. Oh, it says, as long as there is life, there is hope. This is Ember of Hope top knot. So this is from Ember of the Ashes. So I don't know how to do these right. I'm not good like a lot of people that can tie them in like bows. I can't tie mine in a bow. So I suck at tying bows, so we'll just tuck it in. We'll just do this and just leave it loose. Keep that in my hair. I like that one. So yeah. And like I said, you could just leave it here if you want, I guess, or you could put it back more. Okay. All right. So that's my mail for today. I don't think I have anything else coming right now. I didn't order anything else. I do want to order a couple of things when we get paid tomorrow or Friday. It'll probably be Friday this week since it was a holiday. But anyways, picked up Cord and started reading more of that. I am so close, you guys. Like, I'm right here, and let's see, let me find the darn thing. So, trying to get the, yeah, right here. So I got this much to go, you guys, that much. And oh my gosh, been already going through all the emotions. This book, spoiler alert, so if you plan on reading this book, this series, please don't listen to this part, because I have to talk about stuff. It's hard, you know, to do like books and after the first one without giving spoilers, and the first one is easy not to give away spoilers, you know. But after that, because, you know, it's kind of harder. So, like I said, spoiler alert. Yeah. But, like, they have to, like, compete. They had to compete into, like, trials. And at first it was so funny. Like, people were, like, they had to take these potions. The only one that didn't do anything crazy was Grace. Everybody else was like, one of the characters was a chicken. I thought they were a chicken. One of the characters thought they were a baby. One of the characters could only talk and walk backwards, so everything they said was backwards. Like if they said "love you," it would be, you know, backwards. That's what it would sound like. Oh. Or if they said hi or something, you know. One of them was like, thought they were like in a performance of like the Nutcracker or something. There's so much funny stuff going on. Kind of gives me, even though it was different in Grimm, but in Grimm they took like, there was an episode in Grimm where they got like the thing, like, so whoever they would look at, they would fall in love with. And then one of the characters in Grimm saw themselves in a mirror, so they thought they were in love with themselves. So it kind of gave me that feel, just because, you know, all of them were like different things and stuff. It was so funny. I was cracking up. But then two of my favorite side characters died, and I think someone else is gonna die, and if the other person dies that I think is gonna die, I'm gonna cry. But already two of my favorite ones died. Every book almost, she kills somebody. Why? Like, oh my gosh. I almost started crying when these two people died. I was like, poor babies. Like, why? Because, like I said, they had to, like, compete and do different trials to get a certain thing. I'm not going to tell you what the thing is. And the last thing they had to defeat was something huge and very hard to kill, and oh my gosh. And if you guys don't like, and that's when the two people got killed, but I was going to say, if you guys don't like bugs, there's a chapter in here that they're all covered. They can get all these bugs and stuff on them. And, one of the characters got bit, and now they're infected by the bugs bite. And, oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh, you guys. That scene almost gave me the willies. I was like, ew, gross. Not bugs crawling everybody, ew. But she does give you trigger warnings in here somewhere. And I think there was a mention of bugs, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Yeah, insect-related situations. So, yeah. That scene was gross. But anyways, I'm really enjoying it, though. But I'm sad, because a couple of my favorite characters died. Why? Why did she do this to you? Why? This author can make you laugh 1 minute and cry the next. Like the character, I said, thought they were a baby, and Grace had to, like, because they, like, shrunk and everything, I think, if I remember correctly, and Grace had to pick him up, and he was so funny. He was, like, picking at her hair and trying to eat her hair and stuff, and then one of the guys, like I said, thought he was a chicken, and he was, like, trying to peck Hudson's eyes out, and so many other things he's trying to do. I was just cracking up. I was like, oh my gosh, what the freak? Then, of course, we get to the last trial, and two of my favorite side characters died. Why? Like, in the other books, when they died, it was sad, but it wasn't, like, really sad. But these were, like, two people that we, spoiler alert still, that we met in the first couple of books. I mean, that we met in the first book. And I'm like, why? Like, why did these two? Why? It was so sad, you guys. But, yeah. End of spoilers. End of spoilers. I need my baby. Give me love. My baby's gonna give me a love. Oh, he's growling at somebody. I mean, she's growling at somebody outside. What are the dogs outside? You're supposed to be consoling me. Give me love. Get the mama love. Get the mommy love. You're supposed to console me when I'm sad. You're supposed to give me kisses. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Mwah. She gave me kisses. She's so sweet. Look at, she sees the neighbor's dog is outside. She's growling. I think she probably wants to go OUT and go like swat at him and go play. She's so funny. Look at her. She's just like all staring over there. It's like someone to go outside and bark at. Do you want to go outside and bark? Okay, I'll be back later when I read more. Bye. Okay, you guys. Spoiler alert. I'm crying. It's so sad. I'm almost done. I'm on page 624. I hate when I cry. That's why I said spoiler, because of the crying. So you know something bad happened if I'm crying. Why? Why is she making me cry? Literally, look. I'm like really crying here. I'm crying about someone that dies that we just met in the last book. I didn't even cry when I told you guys a spoiler about the other ones that died. This one made me cry, and we just met her last book. Well, it was like in March, February when I read it, something like that. January, February, I don't know. But, you guys. Like, I think it was more, like, I really loved the character, but I think it was more because of how the other person reacted. Oh, gosh. I'm such an emotional wreck. I just can't quit crying. Oh, why does this author have to do this to me? Like, why? I'm not gonna say who it was that died, but yeah, I'm just so sad. I know that the book, like, these characters are fictional and stuff, but I'm such a, you know, I cry. I cry very easy. I'm very emotional. And this book, like, why does she have to kill people? Why? I don't know what to say besides I'm crying. I mean, I still got, like, I don't know, this much, like this, so I don't know what else is gonna happen, but I'm so sad. I need a thing, but oh my gosh, you guys. Ugh. Oh, I am an emotional wreck. I didn't think that, I had a feeling that this person was going to die, but I didn't think it was going to affect me so much, even though I really loved the person. Like I said, we met him in the last book. But, oh my gosh. It was so sad. I can't quit. And now I think Grace is getting ready to tell Cyrus, which is the bad guy. I think she's getting ready to, like, to him. Bow down to him, whatever you want to say. Because people are getting killed and hurt and... Okay, I'll be back after I finish the book.
When there's no more hope is left in me, I can see what comes my way, and I'm always lost. There's nowhere else to go. All I do is fall. Feels like I can make it more than I could bear. Giving up is all that I can surrender.
I finished it, as you can see in that last clip. Oh my gosh, this is definitely my favorite in the whole series so far. That ending, oh my gosh. That ending, yes. That ending just like got me. It's so good. And then the bonus chapters, we get a bonus chapter in the Barnes & Noble one with Flint's point of view. Oh my god! I'm so excited for what we found out in that point of view. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, yes! It confirms everything I thought! Who Flint's mate's gonna be. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I was so excited. Yes. I want to know like more. I want a book with them, with Flint and who's gonna be his. As long as they don't die. I don't think they're gonna die though. I think the author is setting up like certain stories to take place once this one's done. Or just continue on as we're doing these other two. We still got two more. One with certain Grace and somebody, and then one other one, and then we get a character that we met in the last book in Covenant. We get his story, and I think I know who, maybe, unless something changes, I think I know who's gonna be that person's love interest, and I'm so excited if it's true. This book, I think, is gonna break. Listen to that book. I love this, you guys. It was so good. 6 freaking ass stars, if I didn't say that. Probably gonna be in my top 5 of the year. Of course, I got still 2 more, as long as they don't get... Well, I'm sure the one will come out at the end of July like it's supposed to, but as long as the last one doesn't get pushed back, then they're probably all going to be in my top 5, because usually if it's more than one book that gets 6 stars in a series, I just lump them together, and I have a feeling that that's going to happen, because I read Covenant this year, gave it 6 stars, read this year, gave it 6 stars, so got 2 more coming, so yeah. But yeah, oh my gosh, so good. One of my favorite series ever so far. I mean, we still got 2 more books, and you know, with Grace. Just so excited, you guys. Like, I love this. Like, she's such a badass character. Like, I know you guys are probably tired of me saying this all the time, but she's badass. Belle from Twilight series was not badass. Grace is a badass. Like, oh my gosh, some of the stuff that she does in this book, I'm like, yeah. You know. I'm like, yeah, baby, you go, queen. Bella would have never done that half of the crap that Grace does in this book. She's one powerful badass. And in this book, she's really badass. like, she's finally, like, the first couple of books, I will say she's kind of like Belle, you know, she's kind of whiny and stuff. But, man, towards the end of the third book, and in this book, she just, like, started really owning herself. I mean, oh my gosh, is she good. Like, I was like, oh, what the freak did she do? I love the ending to this. It set it up for the next book that comes out at the end of July. I am so like, oh, God, I'm so excited, you guys. Like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. So good. Like, oh my gosh. Like that ending. I was like, yes. And what Jackson said, I'm not Jackson, Hudson says, I'm like, yes, you go, my baby. And then what she says, I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, hell yes, the next book is going to be so good. I'm so excited. Like, I just love her world. I just love this book. I just love this series so much. Like, I can't help it. Like, I'm just in love. Each book gets like better and 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 better. And I'm like, yes, you go. But sadder and sadder and sadder and sadder. But this one ended in a good place. Like, I'm excited because of the next book, but it wraps up in a way that that satisfies you for right now. I guess that could be considered a spoiler, but I don't consider it a spoiler. But yeah. Like, some stuff, bad stuff goes down in this book. Don't get me wrong. It kind of gives me, what was it? Is it number 4 in the Throne of Glass series? Queen of Shadows. Like how some sad stuff happens and stuff like that. But it wraps up in a way that you're satisfied for right now. So that's what this has given me. And I'm like, yes, yes, but yeah, so good. I just love this series so much, so much. I'm sorry it's loud. I don't have my door shut. But yeah, this is going to be the end of this vlog, because this vlog is going to be like 50 minutes. And it's only yesterday and today, I think. Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's a long vlog for only 2 days. But this book was just like hitting me in the feels. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. Let me know if you guys like this video. Let me know if any of you guys read Court. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you're gonna spoil anything in the comments, if you did read it and you're gonna spoil anything in the comments, make sure you say spoiler, and then, you know, give plenty of room before you actually spoil anything. That way people can get out of the comments before they see any spoilers. And be nice to each other in the comments. And yeah. Until tomorrow, or later tonight. I might start another reading vlog tonight, or I might just wait and start it tomorrow. We'll see. But this, and I gotta find another book, because I always like to have like 2 or 3 books going. So I'm gonna see what else I want to read. But this one is definitely getting read, but I don't know if I'm gonna read it tonight, or if I'm just gonna watch videos for the rest of the night. We'll see. Or figure out what I'm going to read next. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. And I'll talk to you in the next reading vlog. Bye.